Hello everyone, you are listening to Dharmanam Saichendu. This video is a continuation for Spring Boot with React and Postman with AI part 2. I am doing this one. So in this we are going to see React.js front end. Okay. So yesterday we have seen all these things, right? Spring Boot backend is completed. Okay. So in this I said is React.js, right? Where is React.js? Here it is. I am just copying this one. Writing note here. Okay. Pasting here. First of all, what is React.js? Okay. What is React.js? Okay. What is React.js? And syllabus. How much is required? I will say that much only for developing this web front-end application. Okay. How much syllabus? How much syllabus is required to develop front end? Okay, that we are going to discuss. Okay. Okay, in this there are concept called hooks. Okay, hooks is there. So there are so many hooks are there, like user use state is there, use effect is there, and custom hooks is there. So some deprecated means which are removed one, like micro what we call callbacks, not callbacks, you what we say, use context hook. There are so many hooks are there, some deprecated also, removed also, but most probably how much syllabus is required to develop front end is two things we will get. We have to go. First one, hooks, right? There are so many hooks are there. Okay, you can search it out, that one. I will say how much is required, that only I will say. Okay, use state is there. Use state hook. This is use state hook. Use effect hook. Okay, use effect hook. Okay, and what else is needed? We need to know about second one is event handling. Event handling in React.js. Okay, and second one is completed. After that, third one, we need to know axios and fetch. What is fetch? Okay, axios and fetch. And in this only, while writing the axios, we will use map method. We have to know. Okay, what is that map method? It will be covered in this axios while working with the axios. Okay, or fetch. Okay, fourth one, what is required is use state. First one is hooks is required. In that use state, use effect is most useful. Is the hook. Okay, like this we have to write. We'll see syntax later. Okay, not like this. Okay, we'll see syntax later. We'll see. Okay, and what else it is required? Use state is required, use effect is required, and event handling is required, axios is required, and this much only is required syllabus to develop front-end application. So I will say first detailing this syllabus, and we will develop based on this syllabus. We will develop the website. Okay, website, front-end website, and connect with the backend. Okay, connect with the backend. Okay, this much only is required as per my knowledge, and if something is required, I will add to this. Okay, first we'll see what is React.js. See, React.js means it is a JavaScript library. What is library means? See, it is. We'll see that definition later. Okay. We simply say React.js is a JavaScript library. What is used for? What is React.js and what it is used for? What it is used for? Okay. It is used to build. It is used to build a user interface. It is used to build a user interface. It is used to build a user interface by using components. Okay. What is components? Components means whatever we are writing, we are creating the file. Okay. Whatever the content we are writing, and we are that everything is known as component. You are in website, you are able to see all these things, right? I'll let you know what is component also. Components. Okay. Simple words. What is React.js means? React.js is nothing but it is a JavaScript library where we will design the front end, that is UI part, that for looking and doing CRUD operations, like look and feel applications like that. Front end is it. Before you have, so we have tested with all these things back end with Postman also. So that is for testing purpose. So technically you should be aware of what to write in Postman, URL / like that, all things. Technical person will be aware of that, but the person who doesn't aware of how to use Postman, they will directly understand UI only, right? UI means user interface, whatever your Google we are seeing, right? By clicking that button, all the CRUD operation should be performed. Okay, that is nothing but user interface we are going to discuss. Okay, understood, right? So you are aware of Postman, you can do it. Okay, but when users are using application, they won't use Postman, they won't open the Postman and search for google.com, search for all those things. They just want searching this, right? This UI, right? In Google they will search, right? Yesterday I shown one applications also, right, in my previous videos. For example, facebook.com is there. facebook.com. Okay, so this is what all, this is nothing but one UI only. This is nothing but user interface. User is interacting with this application, so user interface is there. Okay, the name came like that. Okay, assume like that. Okay, see here user here when username is there, password is there, like that. Click on that only, it will log in, right? Login after login, right? But in Postman also, see, I assume here the same thing is there. The two input boxes are there. Instead of login, I am saying add. Okay, add. When I click on add, it should add the data, whatever to the database. Whatever the data we are sending, it should be added to database. Yesterday we seen that CRUD operation, create, read, update, and delete, right? That we have to perform by browser. Browser is nothing but your web page. In web page we have to perform. Okay, that is only we are going to develop. Okay, chalo. So what is React.js, you understood, right? And what is component also, I said. Whatever you are writing, when you are creating a file in React.js, that is known as component. Okay, so many components will be there. Okay, while developing applications. Okay, so let's create one. So latest version, what is the latest version? React 19 is the latest version. React 19 is the latest version. You can shift to React 19 by following steps by ChatGPT. Okay, or else you can refer any video. React 18 to 19. Okay, it is combined with white. Okay, white is combined. Okay, I'm opening ChatGPT. How to upgrade from React 18 how to upgrade GRADB. How to upgrade from React 18 to 19. It will give one, what we call, so it will give steps. Okay, these steps if you follow, you will be getting to know how to this commands we have to execute. Okay, this is for npm. We are going to discuss only npm, not yarn. What is npm? Again, to run this application we require node. So what is node? Node.js. Okay, node.js we have to download. Node is nothing but, see, whatever we are writing the javascript, right, we can execute it outside the browser also. When I inspect it, I will show you here. Inspect. When I right click on this, inspected it, go to console. I'm doing all these things. Top. Okay, console.log. It is just like printf, like in console. Okay, say hi, double quotes, that's it. Enter. We got hi, right? Output, we got hi, right? I'm executing javascript. I'm writing javascript here in console. So instead of writing in the console, outside the console also, this console dot we can write it. That is in express we will write. Okay, in server side. Okay, express will write. That is in that is possible by node. What is express again? Express is nothing but node.js framework. So lengthy was there again. Node.js, some lengthy syntaxes were there. So for APIs, for API, cause API means application program interface. For APIs, okay, simplified framework came, that is express.js. Okay, that much you remember. Now this video is regarding not express. It is backend is Spring Boot with React. Okay, so we'll focus on this only. So you download it. If you are not able to see how to download also, you go to your videos, this one, YouTube, how to download, like that. If you type how to download Node.js on Windows 11, so many videos will come. Any video you can follow it. Okay, and that's it. And React means without node it won't work. Okay, node is required first, because by this npm is nothing but, npm full form is node package manager. Okay, node itself, the name itself is node. Okay, node is required. Okay, like that. Okay, chalo. Next, what next means I'm opening one folder, js. Okay, right clicking on it, creating new folder, Spring Boot with React, SBWR. Okay, click enter. What it is saying, make sure there is nothing. So go to that folder, where and you also need to install VS Code. How to install VS Code, also video you can watch. VS Code download for Windows. Okay, it is free only. It is not paid one. It is free only. Download it. We are going to see that VS Code only for Windows 11 and 10. That's it. If this Windows 11 VS Code is required, and what else? Node is installed. Node should be installed. Okay, and check the versions whether it is node is installed or not. You check the command only. You will get to know by videos. Okay, anyone videos or ChatGPT also you can confirm it by how to install. You can type here how to install node, like that, and how to install VS Code. It will say the steps. Okay, like that. Okay, this is completed, right? We are good to go now. We are good to start now. Okay. Now we have to press in this. Okay, in this above this one, CMD. I have to press CMD. Click on CMD. One command prompt will open. Click on code space dot. Okay, VS Code will open. After installing only it will happen like this. Okay. After installing only it will happen. It will open. Okay. I am closing this one. I am also closing this one. Maximizing it. First we will see the syllabus. How much syllabus is required. First hooks I said, right? What is hooks? Hooks is introduced in ES6. Okay, in JavaScript ES6 which is not JavaScript. ES6 in version it is used in ES6 version it is introduced. Okay. Hooks will be there in functional components only, not in class-based components. I never use class-based component while working with projects in my older projects. So in projects we use generally now, because seniors might be working in class-based component. Class-based component, class will be there. Okay. Functional based component means functions will be there. That's it. That's a simple. Another name of function syntax will be there. Arrow function will say. So hooks will, you can see in that only functional based components. Okay. In functional based component, I said component, right? Whenever we are creating a folder in VS Code regarding React.js, we write some code, right? That is nothing but components. Component only. In functional based components. Okay, in functional based components, these are the most used two hooks: use state and use effect. Okay, first we'll see use state. Okay, so we'll see use state. It's open, right? So how to create again React White application? For that you need to click on these three dots, new terminal. Okay. Now it will give the path. Okay, it will give the path. It gave the path. Okay, it will take some time. Okay, it will take some time and it will give the path. Okay, you say what means npm create npm space create space vit white @ or at latest latest and click enter. So what happens, you see this folder, observe this folder, sbwr Spring Boot with React. Okay, you observe here and here. Okay, what happens, you see. No need to worry. No prerequisites are there. No prerequisites are there. I'm saying from scratch. Okay, that's it. Let me pause it and then only it will come. Yes, it is loading now. I'm not pausing it. Okay. So project name it is asking. I'm giving frontend, FRONTEND. Frontend I'm giving because backend we yesterday only built, right? Frontend name I'm giving. Okay, click on enter. So it is giving vanilla. It is giving Vue. It is saying React is saying. Preact is saying like lit. So many are there. Angular is there, but we are dealing with React. Okay, we are working with React. Okay, so select React, click enter. So select a variant is saying TypeScript is there. By TypeScript we can do, JavaScript we can do, but I am selecting JavaScript. Okay, it is saying use roll on white, it not required. No, you can say enter only. Install npm or start now. It is saying yes. Okay, we have to press yes here. It will take some time. It will take lot of time actually. I'm pausing that. After installing it, I will unpause it. Okay. So what I thought is like, before it is installed, we can write code also. Okay, that much time it will take. Okay, some code we can write it. Okay, so I'm just directly opening it. Okay, you got src, right? Src you got app.jsx. Okay, these are some folders are in src means, so some src file folder is there. In that folder we have another folder assets. Okay, some app.css is there, some in app.jsx is there, some index.css is there, main.css is main.js. We don't deal with all these things. Okay, we only deal with only app.jsx. Going to app.jsx, click on it. It will give predefined one. Okay, when you run, you're able to see logos. Okay, it will take time. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that after installing it, when you go to front end directory again and click on type npm run dev, your application will give one logo white, like that, white. Okay, that is you take care of, basics you take care of that one. I can show it, but it will I'm writing parallel code, right? Okay, remove all this, control all. Okay, I should write one extension is there. Okay, React.js, you can type it out in how to get extensions, React.js extensions, by which extension I will get RAFCE, like that. If you write in ChatGPT, you will get to know that extension name. Okay, so I will show you which extension is needed for React.js like RAFCE ready code. It will say extension name. In VS Code I should type. Okay, in VS Code. Best extension for React snippets is, see, React Redux snippets. Okay, this is one. How to install it is saying, go to open VS Code, go to extensions and ES7. Copy this one, just copy this one, entire extension name. Go to VS Code, click on extensions. Okay, and paste it here, that extension name. See this one, right? ES7 React. I've already installed it, that's why it is showing uninstall. You will get install that one. Then you are getting the ready-made code. Ready-made code you will be getting. Okay, by RAFCE. I'll show that. First we have to write import. Import React from React. Okay, import React from React. Function we have to write here. Function app I have to write. Because why I am writing app here, because The file name is app only, that's why I wrote app here. Opening braces, closing braces. Inside we have to write return. It is returning to browser, that's why. Okay, return, that's it. After that, export, we have to write export default app. I have to write again file name, semicolon. Okay, if I want to see the output, okay, let it load. Okay, let it load, and I'll show logo also, because from basics I'm saying, right? Let it load. I'm pausing it, I'll unpause again. It loaded. Okay, it is done. Okay, it is installed. We have created the React White application. Press Control C, because just now I wrote a code, that's why it is giving all these things. CLS, press CLS. Okay, that means it is clearing all the terminal. And CD, we have to go inside the in folder. What is saying SBWR, right? I am in SBWR. From C user Saichandu desktop JS and SBWR, right? Inside CD we have to go front end we have to write FRONTEND, front end. Okay, this is folder name. I am going inside it, getting it. And for seeing the output, see, default this code is there. I just press Ctrl Z. Okay, before when I paused, I press Ctrl Z. Okay, you are able to see the output in how it is looking like defaultly. By how to run this application? By npm space run, we have to do it, and dev we have to do. Click on enter. So at this localhost 15173, you are able to see that once only press one time Ctrl C. If you press once again Ctrl C, it will come out of this. Okay, only one time you press, or else localhost 5171, if you press it, it will come out. So this is the basic one. Defaultly it is there. I'm showing you, it's loading. So this is the logo, you got it. Okay, count, when I click on is the default one, count is increasing by 1 2 3 4 5. How it is happening, we'll see this only first. Okay, this is very much important, count. Okay, use state, by use state it is happening. This is the logo. Okay, I'm just removing entire code, whatever the default is there. Control all, removing backspace. Okay, so I said it right. What is the code? Control Z you do, or else don't remove all the things, remove only what I say. Okay, inside div you remove this one. Up to P, this is removed. Okay, this div also remove it. And what else? Remove this also, use state. I am going to say that one, use state. Okay, remove this also. Okay, that's it. This is the default. This is not required. Above 3 lines is not required. Remove this one. And import CSS is also required, because what this much code is required only. Okay, what is required? Function is required. Function you already know. Okay, how it will be. Name of the function will be there. Opening braces, closing braces, and flower base open, flower base close. Inside return will be there, and inside return, without this, what happens, we will say, without this fragment, we will say this is a fragment. If I say hi, controller saved it. When I go here, refresh it, are you able to see it? No, you are not able to see it. So inside h4, if you write say hi, now see the output. What is this one? H1 means all these things. You got it right? Hi, you got it high, but it came in middle. Why it came middle? That is a question. Okay, because the defaultly import app.css is there, we have to remove this one, because in that only, from that app.css, this is this one, right? App.css, this css properties has been applied over there. Okay, this css all is applied, that's why it is showing the output middle, okay, in center of it. Okay, okay, so now save the output, see the browser where hi will come. Here it is coming, still it is showing left side of the center, left center. Okay, but how to remove that css? Control S, suppress it, still it is showing, right? In index.css also you will be having the root means this one, this code css, it is applied to this one, so I am removing this one. Okay, entirely control alt and remove, backspace, I press, save it, and control S, save this in this app.js. You see the output, you got it here, right? So this is the basic how to do a how to print anything in the browser. This is a basic first program. Okay, this is first program we do. This much is required. Without return, if you write without return, what happens? You know this function already, right? Function name will be their app, opening braces, closing braces. Without return, what happens? Will we be able to see the output? You know, we are not able to see the output. So that's why return to the browser. That is the meaning. Return to the browser. Return to the return to the browser. That's why return is required here. Inside return only we will write HTML code. Okay, but mistakenly someone asks, don't say HTML code. Okay, because we are writing, this is h1 is HTML code only, right? HTML code, but we will say it as JSX. We say it as JSX, JavaScript XML. Okay, that's it. First one is view state. We will see. I'm opening notepad. View state we will see. It's a one hook. Okay, used in functional component. What is functional component? This is functional component. Another syntax is also there. For that, const we have to write const okay, function name I need to write equal to, I need to press after app, and after opening braces, closing braces, we have to write arrow. That's it. This is also same output will come, but why arrow function means, okay, why arrow function means, this is another way of representing. This is arrow function. We will say this arrow is the red here. Arrow is the red. This is nothing but arrow function. Okay, and without that function is the normal one. That is normal functions. Okay, this one, whenever you see arrow is equals to arrow like this, we will say arrow functions. Okay, anyone you can use it. That's not a problem. Okay, how much syllabus is required? That much only I am saying. Okay, first is use state. I said it. What is use state? Use state is the hook used in functional component. What is hook again? You can check it in theoretically. You can check it in ChatGPT. Okay, what is hook? You can study that one. You can type it in. Okay. So where to write hook? Okay, above written statement we will write. Okay, what is the syntax of hook? Okay, syntax of hook is const. We have to write const is one. What can I say? Constant variables. We cannot change that variables once it's declared. Okay, final is there, right? In another languages, like that only. Oh, okay. Square brackets open close. I should say count I am taking one count variable, comma set count I am taking, is equals to use state. Okay, suggestions will come. Click enter. So this whenever suggested one, if I press this, import use state from React, it is automatically came. Okay, it is automatically came. Sometimes if you don't come, you have to write it. Okay, that's it. So opening braces, closing braces. If I write 0 here, that 0 will be assigned to count. and set count is one function. Okay, set count is function. Okay, internally it will look like function. Okay, how we'll see now. I want to write JavaScript code here. I want to write JavaScript code here. How to write the JavaScript code? In opening braces, closing braces, we have to write not opening braces, in flower base open, flower base close, we have to write console dot log count. I want to know what is count. I want to know why it is giving error, because we need to write it in either React fragment. We have to say this less than greater than will be there. Inside this only we have to write. Okay, either this or either div. Okay, inside that only we have to write. Okay, Control X, I am pasting here. I am pasting here. And now we are able to see this. What is this count? Okay, go to browser, click on, right click on it, inspect, go to console, okay, are you able to see in console what 0 you are able to see, right? I said it at 0 because whatever the in opening braces, closing braces give you after use state, that will be assigned to count. Where is the proof? Here is the proof, console.log of this one. And if I write set count, what happens is set count. If I write, control is saved it, and going to browser, okay, refreshing it will come 2 times. Okay, previously it used to come 1 time only, it is 2 times. I said it is function. Here you are able to see that function, type of argument 3, second one is a function, here is a proof. Okay, here is a proof, this one set count is one function. Okay, why we will use this one? Okay, I am taking one button here. Just now we seen, right, 1 2 3 it is increasing. So we have seen proofs, what is count, what is set count. Okay, initially it is value is assigned to count. Okay, I already shown. So that count, when I click on button, that value to be increased or increased like that. Okay, the decrease also means minus we have to place. Okay, that is nothing but this is use state, right? We are managing what? We are managing the values over in use state. So for state management we will use it for state management. Okay, that's it. So I am taking one button button, inside the less than greater than only we have to write, inside less than greater than, and closing the less than greater than. Okay, what I am writing, I am taking one button button button. Okay, you are able to see button here, right, in console, and check, you are able to see it, right? In console log I didn't write anything, that's why console is empty now. Here right side is empty. When click on the I should see this one, I should see what? 0. In console log if I write it, it's shown in console, right? But I want to see it here in browser. Here means above this button. Above this button I want to see. How to do that? For that, again we have to write the variable name. Where to write? In flower bases, count will write, count, this variable name will write. Control S, save. Okay, now you are able to see in browser. You got it, right? I want it came side by side, I wanted new line. How to write? BR. Same, if you know HTML, it will be very much easy for you. BR I am writing. Okay, self closing tag. Okay, it is self closing tag. You got it, right? Alright, when I click on this button, previously we saw one thing, right? Count we saw. When you click on that initially count, when you click on that count, it is increasing. Okay, and that name itself. here we want to count. So how to increase that one? So one concept is there, event handling. In this we have three things: on click event handling, on change, no, on submit event handling, and on chain event handling. CHA and G, chain, on chain. In this first we are going to see on click event handling. Okay, it is possible by event handling. Okay, how? By clicking on that button, value to be updated. Okay, how that is on click. We had, after clicking on this end of this button, just write on, control space you write, C write, LI. You got it, right? Suggestion, click on enter. We have to write function name. What is the function name I am writing here? Not function name, directly you can write arrow function. I shown arrow function, right? Like this fat arrow function will be there. Opening braces, closing braces, arrow, set function name you have to write. What is the function name? Set count, right? Set count of, inside I want to get increase, right? How much it should be increased? By 1. So by 1, okay, plus 1 I have to do that, I got to know. Okay, but will it happen like this? Plus 1 means, no, it is not happening. Plus 1 means whatever the inside that content is there, okay, that is printed, concatenated and printed. Whatever inside content is, if I say hi here, inside this, control is save. Okay, I'm refreshing this one. If I click on 0 to hi, it came. You understanding, right? If you want string to be something to be changed also, we can write it. Okay, but we have to take string here at that time. Oh, nothing has happened, like this also come. Okay, state, it is managing the values, changing the values. First initially it is just 0, or when I press hi, it is coming, right? So we are changing the values of a count at the line number 9. So count is 0, right? After that, when I click on that button, it is pressing high. We are changing. This is nothing but we are managing it. We are managing it by writing like this. This is nothing but state management. Okay, managing the state. Okay, that's states. Okay, that's why use state is there. Okay, managing the states. Click on high, it is coming. But I don't want output like this. I want 0 to be increased by 1, plus 1. After that, again plus 1, again plus 1. Okay, again plus 1. Where did you see this thing? In Facebook, when you click on that button, click that button, one like will be increased, right? And another like, it will be, click on that, another one will be increased, right? Assume that way. Okay, so count I need to write here plus 1, because I need to get the value, right? Value is above 0 plus 1 only. I can make it to 1. After that, when again if we click, it will become that value 1 plus 1, it will become. See, initially it is 0. When it added, it count will become 1. So again when I click on that 1 will add it to again 1, 2 it will become. Okay, after that the count will be 2. If I again click on count button, increase button. Okay, there is count button. Again it will increase by 1. So 2 plus 1, 3, like that it will increasing from 0 to so many times. So how many times we click the button, that many times. Okay, control is save. See, I am refreshing it. 0 initially it will be there. Click on it, 1 it became, right? Now 1 plus 1, again if I click, 2 it will become. After 2 plus 1, 3 it will become 4, like that, because count value is previous value is 4 now. When I click, it become plus 1. 4 plus 1, 5, like that. It is managing the values. Okay, that's it. We completed use state. Okay, next use effect is used. Okay, use effect. This is second most used hook. Okay, use effect. Where do we use? Okay, for getting the API data we will use effect. Okay, first of all, use effect is for that lifecycle methods will be there in use effect itself, like component did mount, component did update, component will on mount. Okay, that will be there. Okay, I'm again pressing Control R, remove this one, just press RAFCE. Okay, click enter, suggestion will come. This is fat arrow function, not fat arrow, it is arrow function, right? Arrow function, that's it. Boilerplate I shown the code, right? By installing that extension you will get this code. Okay, now second topic is use effect. Use effect, what is the syntax? We'll see first. Click on enter, it will take one function. Okay, that is fat arrow function. Okay, opening braces, closing braces, comma, it will take one dependency, comma, one dependency. Okay, when it is used, okay, console dot log just say hi. You are able to see it in console now. Refresh this one. 2 times I said it, 2 times it will come hi hi. Why this app you are able to see here? Because defaultly RAFCE it is showing app here. If I remove also it won't show. Okay, 2 times it will show. Okay, hi, internally it will show 2 times only. Hi, it came, right? Now I am again taking use state. Oh, what is the syntax for that? I said const variable, right? Const variable, this, that is count. I'm taking it as count, comma, set count is equals to use state, control space, use state of, you can write 0 here. Okay, I am writing this count variable in dependency. This is nothing but square bracket dependency. This is first one is function, where to where, up to here, up to this comma. First one it will take function as a first one parameter, second parameter is as a dependency. I am writing here count here. The same code I am writing previous code. So what I will do, in floor base I will take count. Okay, click on this button I will take and increase I am keeping that button on click one event I said, right? On click we have to do control space, fat arrow function we have to take, fat arrow function, opening braces, closing braces, arrow symbol is there, and set function name you have to set count of count plus 1. Control S, saved it. This is previous code, you know, only extra this line number 5 is there, only line number 5 is there. What happens you will see now. I wrote dependency count inside this dependency I wrote count. What happens if you don't write count, you will see. Okay, control S, save it. Okay, two times high it is printed, right? But click on click on this one, increasing, it is increasing. But whenever if I click on this one, this high should also increase. Okay, what is use effect? First use state we know, right? What is use effect? Before return statement, if you want to execute any function, then we use effect. Okay, before return statement, if you want to execute any function, we will use effect. Okay, so click on count, type in count here. Here you want to count Control S, save. So now when click on this, why it is side by side is coming, because I didn't keep br new line, it is been kept. You see concept important here, you can keep that br increasing. Click on 1 2 3 4 5, here also it is increasing 6 times. I press it 6 times again when I click press it 7 8 9 10. So that is the importance of this dependency. This dependency opening this square brackets is called dependency. If you write count there, how many times we click this button, increase button, it is increasing, plus it is calling this high that many times based on this count dependency. Understood, right? Use effect also completed. And what else is there? On click also completed. In event handling means whenever you are burn button, when we click on that, okay, it is nothing but event handling. Okay, on submit is the next. Is on submit we are going to see. So I am removing entire code. Okay, this code it is required. Okay, fifth line I am removing. Okay, I am writing it in one form. The same code I am writing it inside the form. Okay, control space if you do. See, this is count of after this floor base only we are able to get form. Above it is not able to get it. Okay, once again I will show. F-O-R-M. No, it is showing. Okay, sorry, it's my mistake, it's showing. Okay, when I click on this one, you write this code here. Control X, Control V. Okay, and count Control X I am doing. Above the form I am writing with BR. Okay, BR. Okay. Now what is happening here? I am writing on submit here. After inform I am writing on submit. SUB MIT. On submit is equals to handle submit and giving some name. Okay, now the same thing, control is saved it. Now I am removing this count. Okay, this count I am removing. The same thing whatever I wrote in within on click, right, I want to write it in a separate function. I want to write it from separate function called, function name is handle submit. Okay, handle submit. Control C, above return statement we have to write const, Control C, Control V, pasted the function name, equal to opening braces or closing braces, arrow function, forward brace open, forward brace close. Inside this I will write set count. Within that one line only we can write, but to understand on submit event handler we are writing it here. Count plus 1. Okay, count plus 1. Control S, save it. Now it will do count plus 1 and show we are able to see this. Okay, we should see the output, right? See, they should not remove that one. Count and break I am taking break here. BR tag, saved it, right? But when I click on this increase button, whether it is increasing or not, we will see it. Refresh this one. When I click on this one, what is happening? When I click on this one, only increasing. Once again we check. refresh, first click. Okay, after first click what is happening, 1 came and page is loading, again it became 0. Second click, page is loading, it became again refreshed and 0. This should not happen for me. Whenever we are writing function, page reload is happening. When I click on increase, it is increasing, not a problem. But why it is increasing? Because I kept here on submit event handler is equals to the function name I kept. Okay, where I am clicking on this function or not, how to know? Console dot log okay, clicked I am saying, CLI clicked, control S saved. You see in console also you see, when I click on increase, clicked also came and it refreshed, it got refreshed. So this should not happen, the value should be there like that only, again it should not refresh. For that we have events, event.prevent default. Okay, event.prevent default, I have to write here event, event, any variable you can do, a you can view, b you can view, but with that variable name event dot prevent, prevent defalt, event dot prevent default and opening braces, closing braces. Click on save. Now check it, control S saved it. First refresh the page to see the output, how it is there. Click on this one, now it is not refreshing, right? When I click, so in order to not to reload this web page, we have to write like this, which like this means line number 6, event.prevent default. Okay, like that we have to write. Understood, right? This is the concept, okay, of on submit event handler. When you write on submit event handler without writing on click, okay, this function is called and count is increasing. This is nothing but on click. Understood, right? That's clear. Okay, next what else is there? See, 11 times I click, 11 times it called the function. How I click, I wrote inside the function only, right? I wrote click inside the function only, console log. That's why that many times it is click called. Okay, function is called that many times. Okay, next what else? Control on, remove all this, backspace, RAFCE, press enter. Again the boilerplate came, code, the boilerplate default code came. Okay, default code came. Now I want to explain next topic. What is next topic? On chain event handler. On chain event handler. Okay, before that, okay, let me check on chain. Yeah, on chain only. On chain event handler I need to tell. Okay, what is this on chain event handler? I'm taking one input box, input. Okay, type is equal to text, it automatically came, suggestion it came. Okay, and I'm taking use state one, state I'm taking on comma set count. Okay, is equals to use state of I'm using. Okay, semicolon. Okay, count count comma set count. Okay, now this is required or not, I'm just thinking. Okay, wait a second. Okay, I'm removing this fourth line. Okay, I'm removing this fourth line. I want one button, not button. This is text is red, text is the red text. Okay, so this text means, okay, that is required. Okay, control Z I'm doing. I'm taking this text. Okay, this one only, count I'm taking, set count I'm taking. You can take text here, text to set text, you can take it. I'm taking meaningful one. Okay, text comma set text. Okay, text comma set text. I should give here what I am going to do. Just double quotes I have to give and press enter. Okay, so we are able to see what output in console, whatever in div is there, what that you are going to see. Refresh this one. So use state is not defined, it seems. Okay, use state is not defined. So we go to second line and say use state usc press state press control space, you will get this one. Click on enter. That is imported automatically, and remove this second line. Okay, that's it. That's the shortcut importing, or else you can directly type also. Now what you are able to see it in console input box is typing. Now I am typing something, right? I want to see that output here below this one. How? I will keep one break tag here, br tag here I will keep. Okay, now whatever the content I will text, I will write text here. Okay, I am writing hi here in this, so you will understand how what is default it is there. The same thing again. See, when I am typing here, I should change to whatever I am typing. If I write Chandu, it should show Chandu. If that is not happening, why it is not happening? Because one variable is there. Okay, one variable is there. First of all, with that variable, we have to write it in. First we write value is equals to this text name will write. Text will write. Okay. What will it will happen also? What is happening? Whatever the value it is there inside the use state, that is we are able to see it. But when I'm pressing backspace, nothing is happening. You saying you provided a value properties form field without on change. It is saying without on change event handler, on change handler. It is saying this will run a read only field. Okay, this is render a read only. Render means update. This will update a read only field. Okay, if field shows to be field should be mutable, that means changeable. Mutable means changeable. If field to be changeable, use default values, otherwise set on change or read only. What it is saying, use on change event handler. Whenever you are trying to type that value, here you are able to see below that. If you are not writing that on change event handler, whatever you wrote in the hi here, like Chandu I will write here, that Chandu will be there in input. So that is the importance of value. Okay, that is the importance of value is equal to text. Okay, CHANDU. Chandu. Control has saved it. Now you are able to see Chandu here, right? But when I try to type something, nothing is happening because we are not. It is read only. It is seeing, right? It is seeing where it is saying, here it is saying console. Read only field. You can only read the file. Whatever you write, value is equal to text. That is what is text. You already seen right about use state. You know whatever we write inside the double quotes and zero and integers also we can write, and the string also we can write to text, and after that we can update it by function name set text. Correct? Okay, we already seen that one. So value is equal to type. If we save, it is only we are able to only read that value, third line value inside the input box. But I want to not like that. Whenever I want to type inside that value should reflect below this input box. Okay, below this input box. That's why this variable name. That means this variable text should be changed by input type. Whatever you are typing inside the input, this text also parallelly should updated. How it is possible? It is possible by on change event handler. Okay, on change. Okay, on change, and again the same thing. Within one line we can write it, or we can write it function also. How we change just now, some high to 0 to high, like that same thing, fat arrow function. How this it will change this only. Function name, what is function name? Set text. I'm copying that one, set text, pasting it here. Okay, and let me think once. On change event handler. Okay, we have to take here e or event. Okay, e, right? E dot, we have to write e dot target dot value. We have to write control z dot value. We have to write event dot target dot value. What happens is, now you check. Now you are able to remove this one, able to write psi space change. Now you are able to updating the, what you are doing, you are updating the set text. Not set text, we are updating the text here. By how? By input inside the input. Which event handler? By on change event handling. By which one? By this set text function. Okay. How? By writing e inside anything you can write it. You can write a also. Just checking. Okay, confirming. A dot target dot value. Just checking. Okay. See, anything you can write, right? That name is anything. Okay, like that it will come. Okay, this is very much important. Okay, while developing the front end application in this video, this is very much important. Okay, you understood what importance of value, right? It will show only read only. You understood the on change event handler, right? In order to make that on event handler, not in order to make this input box to read only to changing whenever we are typing the input box, we will use on change. Okay, understood, right? On change event, that this is nothing but event. E we will write generally terminology e dot target dot value or a dot target, anything you can write. Target dot value we have to write. Okay, that's it. And it is setting to set text, right? That's how text in 8th line is changing and reflecting, correct? That's it. Now we completed what? On change event on click. Use state we have completed. Use effect we have completed. We have completed what is React.js, why it is used for, and components also. React.js syllabus is up to here we have completed. Up to here we have completed. Okay. And Axios is there, fetch is there, now map is there. So this is one component. App.js is one component, and in SRC we will, if you want also, in one separate folder components you can create, and inside that write another component name, and you can write that in. Okay, that you take care of that. That is also component. I am writing in only one page. So good practice is, if we are developing e-commerce website, for that so many components will be there, right? For that I will create one folder. So I will show this also. What is components? Compo names. Components. Inside component I am saying contact us dot JSX. Previously we used to write JS, but now it became JSX strictly, that extension. Click on this one, and the same thing again. This is one component. Okay, RAFC, if you press on enter, contact us came default here, right? Because I given the file name that only. Now this should be displayed here. How? In app.js I am removing enter the control alt, I am doing backspace, I am doing RAFC, I am pressing and clicking enter. Okay, now instead of app in this div, I should write that component name. What is the component name? Contact us. Just write contact in less than contact us, close. Okay, so contact us page, where we would see this contact us page, in nav bar we will see, right? In nav bar, in navigation bar, header engine we will see, right? Contact, in any website contact us page will be there. Okay, that contact us I am talking about. Inside nav, if you write, it will show in nav only. Okay, what I am saying is, inside if you write HEAD, okay, this one, okay. So it will give one error. What error it will give? Will see. It is saying refreshing it. The tag is unrecognized in this browser. If you mean to update, render means update a React component, start its name with uppercase letters. Okay, this is the rule. Okay, component name should be uppercase. Okay, capital C should be there, it seems. Now it will ask whether to change that, yes or no. Okay, it changed. Okay, now this component function name also should be capital letters. Contact us and contact us. Control S, save it. Now it will say one more error. You see it? C capital, right? C capital. Okay. Now it will show one more error. What is that error? Contact us is not defined at app.js. It is saying it is not defined. Okay, go to second line, just write contact and press control space. You are able to go down, you are able to see this one, right? From dot slash component slash contact us. Dot slash means from the same folder. Okay. This one automatically it will come, it will move it. Okay. From which folder it is in? From components. Inside components, contact us is there. And from component, in src only I created one component. That's why dot slash that components. You see, remove this one. Just press dot slash. You are able to see that components. Press enter slash contact us. Control space, press contact us, like that. That is imported and control is save it. What is happening? Why is it in there? It should be double quotes. What is saying? Already included file. Just press Control Z dot slash contact on Control Z. You see how it is. Just checking. Acha. I need to press Control is save here. Now it will. Contact us. It is not updated, is it? C should be capital, right? But C is small. It is coming. When you see output, whether it is coming or not, we'll check it. You got it, okay? You got it, okay? Got it. How to import? Again, I am saying manually. If you do import contact, this one, copy contact us, suggestion came, that's it. It will automatically it will import. Okay, suggestion came. Okay, that's like that. Okay. Okay, completed, right? What we have completed? Component we have completed. This is one component. Now this component output I am going to see in app.jsx. How to see? I'm sending that. This is from I'm from app.jsx. I'm calling this function component here like this. In 8th line I'm calling this function. Okay, I'm calling it. I'm able to see in browser. So this is how components means. What this is what you are able to see. If phone number is added plus 91, like that number. If I give 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, okay. I just press random number like this, contact this, like this it is, okay. And importance of component I said, okay, understood, right? And so many components you can take it inside the components. So you have completed use state, use effect hook, and use state hook, use effect hook, event handlings 3 completed, on change means, on submit means, on click. And next we are going to see Axios or fetch. First we will see fetch. Okay, what is fetch? Fetching nothing but taking data. Okay, fetching is nothing but taking. Again I am pressing Ctrl on backspace, RAFCE space, like this, fetching the API data. Okay, fetching the API data. API means what? Application program interface. There will be some data. I want to see it in browser. That is in this one. I want to see this output here. How to do that? By Axios it is possible. By fetch it is possible. Okay, I'll say both ways. Okay, there is APIs some for getting APIs, that is the default data. Okay, we have something this this one JSON placeholder free REST APIs. Okay, what is this REST? Yesterday only we saw, right? REST means create, read, update, delete. That real time you don't we will use if you want to get the database data, we will get it by get, right? Get mapping we wrote, right, yesterday. So this is get only, we are seeing this get only. Another name is fetch. Okay, some fake path data will be available. This syntax also it is only given. I am copying this syntax, pasting it in where? I am pasting it one function called use effect. Inside use effect I am using use effect use effect. Okay, one fat arrow function, opening braces, closing braces, and dependency, right? Fat arrow function, comma, square brackets. This is the syntax, correct? This is the syntax, and pasting it here. Okay, I am removing this one here. Okay, because one means only one, that only you see yesterday you saw the data, right? In table data, third row only, first row only I want means /1 we will keep. So here also API data, first data only I want means /1 it is keeping. Okay, but I want all the data, I want to see that. Again, you know how to see that in browser, you know, use state, right? By using use state. Launch, I am taking the variable name as previously I took count, right? In data comma set data is equals to data comma set data is equals to use state, equals to use state. Okay, use state of. Okay, I wrote in wrong place. Okay, control Z, control Z. Here I have to write. Okay, data you have to write comma set data. D should be capital. Nothing I put, anything is in view, but that is a good practice. Data set data. I'm giving a space so that you will understand. Okay, is equals to use state of array I am taking. Okay, this is nothing but array. Why I took this square bracket is nothing but array in JavaScript. Okay, in JavaScript is nothing but array. Okay, why I took this one square bracket is, now you see API data. Now I am going to this data, this URL, http://json up to do is here, right? I am taking that and copying it here I'm pasting it here. You see what is there, all the data here. JSON data, I said that. Database, inside database we yesterday saw, right? Double quotes, column name, okay, ID, title, that is only JSON data we already know. This is JSON data will be there. Yesterday table data also, rows data also, it is shown as like this only. Float base, open, close, okay. Inside that double quotes like that, okay. I want title only. So if I write one here, where after this one if I write, only one related title will come, okay. One related ID will come. Here we have ID2, ID3, ID4 like that, so on so forth, up to so many are there. I want to get all the title, that's why I remove this one here. Assume this is like a database data. Rows you are able to see, right? Whatever the row data you are able to see JSON data, right? This is only API, okay. So that data I want to see it in browser, where this one here I want to see. I am able to see it right here. What I did, inside I pasted this, in use of it I pasted this, right? It is saying console log.json. It is saying this fetch, okay, dot then response.json. That means it is converting JSON, okay, that, and we are console logging the JSON, okay. Console logging the JSON, this is the syntax, okay. So how many is there? User ID 1, user ID 2, user ID 3, 4 like this. IDs we are able to see, titles we are able to see, right? This data only we are seeing in console, right? This entire data we are seeing in console, right? Got it, right? Now I only want to get title here. How to get title? You need to set it first. Instead of console log, I want to see it where? I want to see browser. Just now we saw, right? If I want to see something in browser, function name we have to write here, right? Set data. Previous example we saw, right? Set data, DA. That's it. Now if I want to see that count we wrote, right? Count like that. Count we wrote, right? In flower base, instead of count we took here data, right? Data we have to write. Will it show that entire thing? No, it won't show. You see here, I removed console log, that's why I am showing. That data is it showing or not? No, it is not showing. For that map we will use map. Data dot map. This is the syntax, map of, and another square brackets, open close, not square bracket, opening braces, closing braces. I am taking one variable, anything I am taking, I variable I am taking, okay. Arrow I am taking, arrow. Inside this I am taking one div, again div I am taking, okay. Closing the div, enter button. Now I have how to access this API data. Which API data? This one, title. How to access? By I. It is all stored in I now. It is stored. Now when I press I in flower bases, I have to write it. I dot title, TITLE. If I write it, Control S saved it, you are able to see that output in console. Not console, web page. You got it, right? Getting it? All this data. That's it. This is API data. Possible by fetch, and Axios also. So what I am trying to say, there is giving an error or not, we will say. You see, it's giving one error. Each child in list should be unique key. Okay, unique key means, okay, here inside div I am saying key is equals to I dot, I having all the thing, right? I dot ID I am giving. Which ID? That 1 2 3 I shown, right? That ID. Now the error gone. and refresh it. That error gone. Now uniquely identifying this one. I only want first one. I don't want all these rows. How to do that? Go here. To do, after to do, press /1. Control is save it. Now see the output. See the output now. Refresh it. Data dot what is it? Map is not defined. Right click. Okay, without that it is coming. That is not a problem. Without that it is coming. Okay, ID, what is the ID? We have to see it here. This one I am saying, this one. /1 is the red. Let what happens we will see. /1 and save it. Control is save it. Refresh it. Data dot map is not defined. Okay, got it. We have to write it here. What we have to write it? Dot data we have to write. We have to write dot data. Why we have to write dot data? This is not this data. I am writing. Will be confused. I am writing count itself here. COUNT count, comma, set count. Just any name you can give it. Okay. COUNT count. Okay. And that count I am using here. Okay. Instead of date I am using COUNT. Okay, let's save, right? Now are able to see only set data is okay. Not set data. Set count is there, right? Because I changed variable name, right? Here you have to write set count. Okay. Set count of JSON dot data I wrote. Control Z. Control is save. You see here. Refresh the page. Cannot read properties of undefined map. Give some /8 I am giving. Control is save it. Now check the data. Cannot read properties of undefined map, it seems. Okay. Why it is not showing? Okay, I will do console log. Okay. Console.log /1 is there, right? Default is /1 is there, right? The /1 only I am going to see that. I am doing this dot data also. And this JSON and console logging it. Control is save it. Now check the output. Okay, you got it, right? User 1 when you only got one data and delete what is this? Electus octane. This you did write it. Okay. This you have to write it. Okay. If you write dot data, what happens also? Dot data. Undefined region. Okay, dot data is not right. Some APIs will be in such a way that they are wrapped in data variable. So that's why we will write data like that. Now check that how many it is coming. I want only this one /1. Okay, how to get that? By this only we are getting. If I don't write this /1, control has saved it, it is getting entire rows, like the entire API data is in 1 2 3 4, all this you see here, give entirely, getting right, understood right, all 2 3 4 5 6 all this it gave. I only want one, so you do /1. You are able to see in console log, but why you are not able to see in browser, it was the question. Okay, now because I just now wrote dot data, right, some data will be coming dot data. I guess you should not write dot data, we have to set it in order to see this browser. Set count, set count and save it. You are able to see title of first one, it will come, it should come basically. Okay, dot map is not defined now. When I remove this one, all the data it is coming. Okay, I have shown console log I have shown, right, but /1 if you give it is showing entirely, but is not showing in the output, is saying this is not defined. I don't know why that, let it leave that one. Okay, once I'll ask to ChatGPT what it says. Okay, entire copy this entire code, control C, go to ChatGPT, paste it over code here. I only want first ID data, not all title. I only want first ID title, TITLE, not all title. Press enter. What it is saying, this is how we will rectify the errors. We'll see. You are super close, API you are calling return object, what it gives, we'll see. Okay, count dot title it give. Okay, directly we have to give count dot title, it seems, without map you have to give, it seems. Okay, inside this flower basis, count dot TITLE, control has saved it. Now we will check it whether you got it or not. You got it, right? That's how we will do one. That's it. If you got stuck, then go ask ChatGPT. But what ChatGPT wrote something like this, right? What is this meaning? Count and right? That means if condition is there, you know the if else, right? If that is true, then only it will go inside. That means if this is like that only, and will act like that only. If left side is true only, it will go to right side, it will display. If it is false, it doesn't go to the right side. Understood, right? That is the meaning of it. If left side this count is true only, after and symbol, this will it will print. I didn't write condition like that. I didn't write condition. We will see what happens. Condition also like this it wrote, and symbol it wrote. Okay, if left side is there means this printing. I'm removing this one. I'm not assigning anything like that. It is not given, okay, because I didn't use /1 over there. Okay, for getting all multiple titles, we have to use map. Okay, for getting single title, we have to this variable name count dot title. From where this title came, you already know, right? I shown API data, this one, this title I'm talking about, this title. If I want to get ID also, we'll say I dot ID. You see here, control Z, one is there. If I write ID here, instead of writing ID, I'll get 1 here. See here, we got it 1, right? That's it. This is all about syllabus. Okay, map also completed. Instead of Axios, I want to say, right? Instead of fetch, I write Axios dot I will write. That's it. All this I'm removing. This response I'm removing. Okay. Okay. Instead of fetch, I'm writing Axios here. Axios dot get I have to write. Get, yesterday we seen, right? Get mapping. So in front end also, in order to get it, we need to see get mapping only. Get will be there, post will be there, put delete will be there. Axios we will mainly deal with. Okay. I'm assigning this one to const some variable ABC. I'm assigning is equals to, I'm saying. So that result will be in this one. So okay. I'm doing this dot then. Dot then is not required here. I'm doing what? Set count of ABC. Now set count of ABC means this data, single data went in, this first data went in, it is changed by set count and is updated in count count. So that's why if count is there means I want to display ID here. Okay, ID here. Able to see the output? Getting right? Just refresh this. Oh, Axios is not defined, it seems. It didn't got the output. So what to do is you have to write Axios. Second line and press enter. Not getting right. Sometimes you won't get 1 second, right? Axios. Control S and press enter. You got it now. Control S and this one. Go to import, right? And again one more error will be over. See, refresh it. What is that error? We'll see. Double single quote. Control S, saved it. So to work with Axios, we need Axios to be installed. To work with Axios, we need to install with Axios. So it should be title, right? Data if I give control S, save, not save. Empty it is given. I want to see console log this one, whether I am getting the value or not. Data dot console dot log. What is it? Count, right? CRUD count. I'm doing this dot data. Okay, whether I'm able to see this or not, I'm just checking in console. Control is saved it. Oh yeah, no, it is undefined. That's why it is not coming anything. Okay. Why it is not doing anything? Promise fulfilled. Okay. Dot data. You write dot data. I say why that data. Okay. See the value. Count value. Empty is there. Empty is there. That's why it is not coming. Okay. Do I save. Okay, what to do? Control C, paste it in. When you stuck somewhere, paste it in ChatGPT. Output should come with as should. Output should come with IOS also. We'll see what the mistake we did. It will never say. Okay, what is saying? What's wrong in your code? ABC is a promise, so data is undefined. How to write them? Okay, async await we have to use. Okay. See, it is there also. It is also written dot data. From why dot data? You ask this one. Why response dot data? Why response dot data? Good question, you say. See, response is written. It will example responsive structure. Your actual API is this one. I said it right. In data only it will be there. In data only user ID will be there. That's why we have to write dot data. Okay, that's why the data is there. Okay, that's it. So I need to see the output, right? How to see that output? Okay, there will be some concept called promises in JavaScript. Okay, I write dot data. I also wrote it. I write await AWA IP await and async. Now check it. Oh sorry, where did I write? Correct me. So it is writing inside the function. Inside arrow function. So inside arrow function, we are writing like that. What? How I wrote? Directly I wrote. I need to take function here first. Fun1. Fun1 means not fun. Okay. Function 1. So I need to write this inside this function. Control X. Control V. Okay, without this we will try to do. I'll directly write like this. Then we will do okay. Async I'm writing async async. Okay. Await I'm writing await await space control S save dot data we have to write. Why we should write dot data we understood that it will be stored in data only. Now check the output whether it is giving console log is giving undefined or any data. No, like this is not coming. Inside function only we have to write control Z. Okay, I'm pasting. Not pasting. Pasting is again. Don't remember that code. Okay. See one function they took. We took one function. Inside that we are setting it. And calling that function here. Okay. So I am not practiced like that code. Okay, I am writing in my way only. I am not practiced with that like that. Okay, I am doing this one thing. Dot then I am bringing the syntax in JSON placeholder only we take it. I am just removing this one. Instead of fetch we will write axios here. Okay, before that we have to do one thing. Control C you have to space. Press it npm. Well, when you do first time like this, we have to install npm install. I means install axios axios. Click on enter. You will install the axios. I already installed it. Okay, wait up to that. Control C I'm spacing now. Npm run dev I'm doing. Okay, I'm not practiced with that. That's why what I'm writing. My syntax I'm writing. How I practiced with. Okay, instead of fetch axios axios dot get I'm saying. Okay, so yes, get. Okay, you just know the syntax, right? Use of it. What it takes one fat arrow function, this one, and dependency. That only I said, right? That syntax only I'm saying. Inside that I wrote axios dot get and dot then I'm doing JSON. I'm doing set count of this one I'm doing. And if it is there, that means if it is there, the data is there means only this and right side will be executed. Count dot title. You will see the output now. You got it, right? Let it refresh once again. It's taking this much time. This question mark will remove. Press enter. We'll do console log first. Okay, dot data we have to keep guess. Okay, JSON dot data. Now check it. Refresh. You got it, right? One you got it. Same thing if I want all the things means the same again. Remove this one here. Count dot map you have to write. All the rows have map. Okay. Now internally I'm taking one more opening braces, closing braces, arrow, and inside div I'm taking. Okay, press enter. And in flower bases I'm saying in I all the data is stored now. I dot idea is there. Just now we have seen title, right, so many times. i.id, and we have to give key is equals to i.id. That's it. That's it. Okay. Got it at 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, I want to see title means instead of id here, if you write title means you will get title dot title title. Okay, title. Okay, now we are getting titles. That's it. Okay, so why this data dot data you understood, right? ChatGPT said we show internally data colon like this in that inside it will store. So in order to access that one, JSON dot data we will write. That's it. Understood, right? Simple. I wrote this syntax only. Follow this syntax only. My syntax. You will be confused because that syntax I did said to you. If you know it's well and good, you can use that. Not a problem. Okay. If I remove this one 8 to 9, what happens? You see. 8 to 9 I am removing it. This is the syntax of use effect, right? Inside the pattern of function. Inside this only we have to write this one. That's it. This one means this one. Axios that's it. Completed, right? Syllabus completed. Successfully completed. Axios and completed. Fetch I have completed. Map I have completed. Now with these concepts, with this syllabus only, I am going to develop the front end. Okay. That's it. Control all, removing all these things, pressing RAFCE. Now yesterday's I am opening, STS I am opening. Database also I am opening. I am pausing it, let it load. Okay, I go to use my password. I'm clicking on it. Now open. Okay, I'm opening it. Continue anyway. Got it, right? Yesterday's data we are able to see, right, in this SQL. Now we have to write use DFC. Then only we are, that means use database DFC. Then only we are able to select all these things, do all these update operations. Okay, or else you are not able to do. Yesterday only we seen, right? It is opening STS. Let it open. I am launching it. Let it open. So what I am doing, I am just doing Control Z. I want previous code. Then I am doing this. Let it be there. With this only we are able to work it out. Okay. How we will see. It is opening. This code you already know, right? This code you already know. Just now explained previously. With this code only, all the magic will happen now. You see now. Okay, it got opened. Okay, where is that? This one. I am going to controller. This one controller only opened it. Okay, controller. Below that, see, I need to establish one connection, right, with Spring Boot backend with this React. This React I need to establish connection. How to establish that connection? See, this one I am copying this one. Where is that? This URL, right? Next time we see this control all. Not control. Refresh it. Okay. Let's refresh. Yeah. Control all. Control C I am doing. Okay. That's it. I should go to STS. @CROSS. Control space if you type. You will see cross origin. Okay. Cross origin. origin control specific origin string we have to write. Origin equal to set over this one we have to paste it. That's it. The connection has been established now from front end to back end. What is CORS? CORS is nothing but if front end code want to access this back end, then we will write CORS. Okay. And where we will write, see here it has some address, this one localhost colon. We are making this connected to in cross origin we are writing, but this also has some localhost, right? 8080. Where we have to write that? I will say that I am running this code. Front end we have to write simple. Right click on this project, run as Spring Boot application. Okay, run as Spring Boot application. Press this one, let it load. It is loading. Okay, let it load. I am going to front end code. Okay, okay. I should remove this one. I should remove this HTTP. Okay, going to 8080 localhost. Let's go to 8080 local host colon 8080. Okay, 8080. Okay, press enter. White label error will come as it is, as we all know, because dot get we didn't generate, slash get we figure, white label error will go, and that database data we will be able to see it here. Getting red 2 rows we have seen. This data I want to see in UI. Control C. I am passing that one. Instead of this is dummy data, right? JSON placeholder. Instead of this, remove this one. Just paste that here. Paste whatever we copied here. This one. Double quotes you have to write. Double quotes you have to write. Okay. Now what I has now, I has name and I has name, because from where this name came, database you see, select star from this table name. Okay, name it as, marks it as, but I didn't took any name variable here, correct? So name should come, I dot mark should come. This is name and marks. Refresh. You got it, right? You got the, I took variable here, name. Internally what, I didn't took anything, right? Name like this. From where this name came, See, this is the data. I contains what? I contains name. Internally, how to know that I contains what? This I am commenting out this one from line number 14 to line number 16. I'm commenting on this one. Console dot log of I am typing. Console dot log I am typing. What is there in that you will see now. I is not defined. Oh, sorry. I commented this and I am trying that. I should uncomment this one. I is required. Instead of this here, I am also writing to next line here log, console log in lower basis. I'll remove this first, you get clarity. Console.log of I am writing. What this I contains now you will see. Inspect, refresh the page. 2 times it will come. Output will be coming 2 times. Okay. I already said that 2 times it will come because use effect defaultly it will output will 2 times. No, only 2 rows are there, not 4 rows. You ignore first 2 or say last 2. Okay. See what I is there. I said I will be having all data, right? Previously we saw like this. Where is that? This data we saw, right? This data we saw. It is the API data belong to this URL. Which URL? This one. This one. This URL /1 is that this URL it is belong to. But I am getting the data from database now. Database console.log. So this data is from here. This data from here. So why I shown that previously I can show directly, right? First concept I have explained. In interviews some people might ask that the people give directly, they will give that placeholder API data link, they will give, they will try to say to run it. So conceptually syllabus I covered, but that concept only I am using it. What I changed, just I changed the backend URL, copied and pasted here. In Postman also the same URL, right? Same URL, right? That only I have given it. Here I am getting the in ID I am getting all the data. How I got to know? Because I console logged it. Here marks is 97, name is KO, name is Sai, name is 88, which is of ID 2 and ID 1, correct? So this I am giving it. How to see that in console. In flower base we have to write, right? Anything we have to write, anything we have to see in browser, that we have to write in flower base. I dot name. Okay. After that I dot marks, marks, marks. That's it. Now in CRUD operation, two things in CRUD operation. Get is completed. Okay. Get is completed. But I want one button here. I am keeping HR tag. That means new line it will come. HR tag I am using. Okay. So what it will do? It will come new line. Okay. You see the output now. Okay. It is giving both in two different line. Okay. I will give BR itself. Okay. Not BR, directly I will take button. button I will take, I should say edit the data, that means change the data. One more is delete, delete button. We'll see one by one. If we see that next three delete, put and update, if you see completed, front end will be completed, that's it. DLETA button we have taken, okay, we are able to see it, right? When I click on delete, the data row should be here, data should go, and from database it should be deleted. How to do that? We'll do, next one is delete, we'll do. So what I am doing now, I am writing one, I am taking one function here, okay, below this one I am taking one function, const fetch, not fetch, not, yeah, fetch only I am taking, this function name only, not that fetch, okay, also get, also get data, get data, okay, data, get data, arrow is equals to arrow, okay, this one, const I am taking, const await I need to write, I will say what is await, okay, please be patient, I will not do it, please do it. I'll say please wait, assume I am taking this one, Control X I am doing, putting it here, after await, const I am saying get, I am saying anything variable I am taking, get GETT, okay, I am not writing this, then now remove, below this I will set count of get dot data, get this variable name get dot data, but we have to write this in use effect only. Axios dot get means you have to write in use effect only, but I wrote in separate function, right? This function name get data I will write inside this, simple, right? Inside this, and I will say like this, Control S save, now the same output will come, you see, same output came, right? That's it. Why I wrote inside this one function means, okay, after deleting I want again to page to be reload, that is possible, use effect, okay, again when I call this function name inside delete, then entirely page will be reload, and how many deleted row it will remove, and that remaining data it will be shown. I will show practically also, okay. Now I am taking one more, I am copying this one, 11th to 14th line, Control C, I said I will say async await, right? See, await means it is saying to wait for some time until asynchronous operation is performed. What is asynchronous operation means? First let me say, and then copy paste it. See, await means await some time. If you don't write, if you write await, we should write async. Async means asynchronous operations. See, basically synchronous will be there, asynchronous will be there. Synchronous means processor can do one task at a time. Okay, if two tasks are there, if first task is completing some work, after that completion of first task only second task will be executed. Okay, up to completion of this first task, this second task is waiting. After completion of this first task only second task will be working with processor, okay, second task will be working. This is known as synchronous, but here asynchronous is there. if two tasks are there, but at that time what happens is, okay, at that time what happens is, two tasks are there, both tasks want to do the same work at the same time, not same work, both tasks want to do at the same time same that work. Okay, so multiple tasks a processor can handle means asynchronous, we will say. Multiple tasks a processor can handle means asynchronous, that is nothing but async. Whenever we are writing async, okay, so where is the multiple task here in this program? Okay, because it is getting the data, right? It is getting the data, so it will wait for that. It will wait for that. See, processor will be opening the tab also. It is the one work for the, okay. Parallelly, we are doing something, but opening this browser, this one, another tab, this one. These are tasks, load tasks to be kept for the processor. Okay, this multiple tasks it is happening. That's why async. If you don't write async await, what happens? We say control S save. Whether it is giving output, no, it won't give, because processor is busy with so many works, so it should wait for that. Await. It is getting the data from the database by get data. Okay, it should wait until it get, okay, which is of asynchronous type. ASYNC. Okay, after waiting asynchronously, asynchronous means multiple tasks it can be done. Now it will be displaying the output when you write async await. Now it will output will be coming. Okay, that's it about async await. Previously we used to have promises. It will promise chain problem will be coming. That's why and simplified one async await came. Previous that promise something concept called callbacks will be there in JavaScript. That callback hell it is going to callback hell. So first callback hell callbacks was there. It is leading to callback hell. So promises came. So promise concept it is leading to promise chaining. After that async await came. In React.js, async await is there. So you don't need to know about promise callbacks. Don't be confused. That are interview questions. Some people might ask. Okay, only async await I said, right? It is waiting. Wait it. That's why I wait. Okay, wait it is saying. Wait until the data it is get. If you don't write async here, what happens you will see. It is saying unexpected resolve word as await. Okay, refresh it. So whenever we are writing await, async should be there. Async means multiple tasks at a time processor is doing. Okay, processor is handling. Okay, that is known as multiple tasks handling asynchronous. That is known as asynchronous. Only single task means two tasks are there. After completion of one task, only another task will be coming and working, means that is synchronous. JavaScript is synchronous. Okay, JavaScript is synchronous, single threaded language. Okay, that is separate thing. No need to know that one. But in JavaScript single thread, right? In order to make asynchronous, we have to write JavaScript only. We are using in this some console log is there in JavaScript. Okay, we use it, right? We have to make this single threaded to multi-threaded. Multiple tasks it should handle. Single thread to multiple tasks it should handle, means not multi-threaded. Single task to multiple tasks it should handle. Async I am writing. If async is there, wait is there. Await should be there. Await means up to the data from database it is fetching, you have to wait. That's why await is there, like that. Understand it? Why I am writing async here? JavaScript is synchronous, single threaded language. Okay, we are writing asynchronous here. Okay, multiple tasks it can handle at the same time. Then but asynchronous. Only single task it can processor can handle at the same time, means synchronous. Okay, that's it. Now I am pasting this one. Control C. The same thing get. If you know one thing, everything will be same only. I am writing delete. DLET. Delete here. that delete I'm writing it in Control C and pasting it only. Okay, why to write this copy paste? Okay, initially don't encourage, I don't encourage copy paste. Okay, when you get practice with that, you can do copy paste. On click you have to write. On click is a event handler. Okay, what is this one? Delete, delete I'm writing, and it's a function name. Anything I'm giving delete and something like that. I know spelling also, but I just type speedily. Paste that it here. Const, I'm taking one arrow function. Okay, CO then const, I'm pasting that here, arrow function. Okay, arrow function I'm doing. Now I should write the same thing, const, not delete, directly I have to write. Okay, I'm not setting anything, right? This one, axios dot delete. Now multiple tasks came, right? Another one more async we have to write. Async await. In this example only, we have two tasks. One is getting, one is deleting, right? Two tasks. Okay, making it in async await. Okay, axios dot delete. So I have to take that URL backend data, or where from where /delete we wrote right yesterday in code, delete. Control on, Control C, Control V. Within double quotes I have to write, not double quotes, single quotes I have to write, not backticks we have to write. Above below escape character it will be there. Okay, below escape. Why I am writing backticks means /id $dollar brace open close ID I need to write. Okay, which ID I need to write? From where I am getting ID? From here I am getting ID. So I need to write fat arrow function here. Then if I give like this, it is coming on it, just checking. I contains all the data, right? I dot that ID. Getting it? That I am sending from here, right? See what I am saying. This I contains the data, right? This I if this is for key, uniquely identifying key in that error. If I want to go I dot ID, right? This I dot ID I need to send it in function. It is taking one parameter, right? But parameters means we already know, right? In programming, if it is we are sending something, we should receive, right? We should receive that ID. Okay. Control has saved it. Whether it will come on, we'll just check it. Okay. Click on delete. What is happening? Okay, we need to write in such a way that like this we have to write. In fat arrow function we have to write. Okay, like this we have to write. Okay. No, not like this, I guess. 1 second, I'm just verifying it first. Basically, it is not displaying from database. Why it is not displaying? select it. Acha, two rows got deleted, yaar. Okay, what happened is that I pressed 2 times, it got deleted. It's working fine only. Without this also, not without this. Only function name we have to pass it, like this only we have to write. Not fat arrow function name. That's it. It's working. I want to see the data, how many rows are there again. I'm calling fetch, fetch, fetch function. What is this fetch function? This one. This, not fetch, get data we took, right? Get data. Control C, Control V. Roasted, should not pasted. Get data we have to write. That means again we are calling this get data, so data will be displayed on the console. So what I have to do, manually I am inserting data here. Okay, once again I am inserting this one, 2 rows I am inserting. Okay, 2 rows has been inserted. I am selecting the table, checking the table. Okay, 2 rows is there, right? 5, 6 now it got. Okay, I am able to see the output in console, not console, this web page. There is a web page. Save it. We'll see what it is saying. Why it is not displaying? I have wrote this one not correctly. And on click we have to write like this, I guess. Okay, once we'll check. Okay, like this I have to write. Okay, this fetch is not required here. Get data is there, that one. Remove and not check it. So what is happening here? Like this we have to write syntax. Fat arrow function and delete function name, and we have to pass i.id. This i.id will be passed as id to this function. Okay, after deleting also, see what happens if I don't write get data here. Get data, if I don't write, what happens? This one, if I don't write, what happens? We'll see. I'm inserting the same data again from backend. Okay, data is there or not? Checking. No data is there. Okay, directly you are deleted. Directly means how I just tested it. Okay, inserting this one and seeing the data, that is select query. Okay, now 9, 10 is there, right? I need to see that in here. Okay, in the web page I need to see. Got it, right? I got it. Now when I delete this one, it is showing it is deleted from the database. Now you see this selected, already selected, query selected. Only 10th data is there, but in user interface, that is in UI, it is showing like this. When we refresh it, it is showing another row here. Correct? So in order to again fetch the data, that is means calling that again, in order to where the fetch is happening, the displaying the data is happening in get data, right? Fetching is happening in get data, right? I'll call this function itself. Control C, Control V. Can I do like this? Yes. Is internally calling this function. 11th line it is calling. Okay, whatever the data is there, this will display. I am internally again inserting data. Okay. inserting data. Okay, seeing how many rows are there. I have 3 rows. I'm able to see it in web page. Reloading it. Okay, once reloading it, 3 data we got it. Right? With the moment just now when I click on delete, it was not able to refresh it. It was not able to refresh the not refresh it. See, when delete it means what happening without refresh, it got updated. That is rendering happened. Rendering happened without refresh this entire page. It got updated. Getting right? See, once again I will you see here refresh it won't do. When I just click on delete, it is not refreshing it and it got deleted from database also. This is called rendering. Rendering means updating component in web page itself without loading the entire web page. Okay, getting right? Simple. Now we'll verify whether it is there in database or not. Only one row should be there. See, one row is there. Rendering means updating. Okay, so get is completed, delete is completed. What else is there? Put is there, and what else is there? Post is there. Post means insert. You already know. Okay. Okay. For that I required input here. I need to add, right? I need to add. That's why I required input here. Here above this one. Input. One more input after break I am keeping. Next time it will come. One more input. Just type input and control space. And break I am taking. Okay. Press enter. After that I will take one button. BUTTON. So I will take button in such a way that button should be add here. Should be shown here. There is it. It's showing it. The moment I type something here, name and marks, if I click on add, it should get added here in database and it should display here. Correct? That is, we are going to see how to read only, how to do read only things. I need to take use state, right? See, what is that here? Const, I am taking name, comma, set name is equals to, okay, use state of hello. If I give hello, will be there, read only, right? Previously we saw the concept. Now when we write value is equals to value is equals to name. If I give hello, will be there here, right? Hello will be there. I am not able to do anything, so I am not keeping hello here. Where in this use state, removing this one, only empty string I am keeping. So you are able to see anything in that? No, you will be seeing only empty string, which is not visible because it is empty string. I give refresh it, empty string here, right? That's it. So I am not able to do anything because it is read only. Empty string is read only. How to type that data and get into that name variable? That is possible by on change. You already seen, right? On change event handler. So I am going here on change event handler, fat arrow function. Like this is known as fat arrow function. Okay. Now I have to do set name. Already seen the concept, right? Syllabus, in that syllabus is completed. Set name of, I have to take E here. Anything I have to create it previously. I have to take here E dot target dot value I should type here, target dot value. Okay, control is saved here. Now whatever we are typing here, able to type it, it is getting in where? It is getting in name variable. How to see that? Simple, I already said, right? Write name here. Now it is updating by set name is updating and storing it in name. That is how we are able to see below this one now. All these things, right? I am removing this one. Remove. I am typing something. This is the syllabus. Syllabus is covered, right? On change event handler. So I am not writing it below. Okay, remove it. So where it is stored? It is stored in name variable. That is why I showed this now. Okay. In this name it will be stored. Okay. You have that clarity, right? Okay. The same thing I am going to do here also. On change event handler I am writing. Okay. First second input also on change. So let's control space if you do on change start arrow function event dot e set. I need to take that variable set marks. I didn't took it. Set marks of, again same thing will come, e dot target dot value. Which value? This value. I guess this value only. We are typing value is equals to name, right? This value only. Okay. It was in read only. Okay. Read only value. It was my guess. Okay. But internally this value means read only it will happen. Okay. Whatever we are writing in double quotes, that only marks. Okay. Not this value. Okay. Const marks, I will take that variable marks comma set marks is equals to use state of, I am taking again marks means 0, right? I am taking in string. Okay, if I take 0 here, what happens? Marks will be integer, right? That 0 will be showing in here read only. Same concept again. Okay, when I remove some, nothing will happen because on change it is read only. The value is equals to name we wrote, right? I am taking empty string. Okay, I am taking empty string. Set here, set marks. Okay, CT. Sorry, mistake. That's it, right? Now what is the meaning of this one on change after writing? When I am writing is some text here, that will be updated in name variable, correct? Here, which name variable? This name. It will be updated in here. Already shown by floor basis, we are able to see it. Whenever I am adding marks here, where is that? 98, like that 98. It is updating in marks now. If you want to see floor base, you can keep and see the marks also. By how it is possible? By this function, set name function, set marks function. Okay, where is this set name function, set marks function? We did it in on chain event handler. Okay, in on chain event handler we did it. Okay, here set name, set marks. That is how it is setting the name of variable and marks variable, correct? That's it. If you want to see once again for clearly, marks means mar. Okay, it's marks variable I am taking here. Control S, save. Now I am writing what? See, 98 came, right? I'm refreshing it. Below it will come whatever I wrote, 98, big number FTG, that will be shown here. That means it is updating. Which is updating? Variable is updating. Okay. Now marks variable is holding the marks, whatever we are entering from the input. Okay. And name variable is also storing name, whatever the name we are entering in the input. Correct? Understood, right? Khatam. So after this, the moment I click on this one, add, you should add to database. How to do that? How to do that means simply on click I have to write here. On click. Okay. On click I have to write. Function name I have to write. Handle add. Okay. Copying this one, whatever the name is it. Const, same thing. Get also same like it will be also, but some simple difference will be there. Okay. Const, same thing. You can see get how I wrote, get Axios how I wrote, Axios, right? Here I am taking add, right? Add means post, right? Post is equals to, I am writing this one, copy pasting this one, the same URL I want. Okay. Okay, control V, but I need to change it to get to post, because it is insert. Okay, we are inserting from front end. Okay, now here we have to give /post post. From why I am writing post here, get here means, see, in controller here get I wrote, right? That's why I am writing get over there. Post I wrote in post mapping, right? That's why I am writing post. So while deleting also, if it is deleted, I wrote delete /id, right? With the moment we press on this delete button, okay, it is saying I didn't finish it off that code. Okay, that's why it's showing. The delete button was pressed out. This delete /id will match with this one. This what is one? This one, and it deletes from database, and that's it. That is how internally yesterday we debugged it, right? How it is happening. So this URL should be matching. If I write abc/id, abc/id should be there. Getting right? If I write instead of delete, if I write abc in front end also, it should be abc here. Understood, right? That's why I wrote get over there. That's why I wrote get here. I wrote post over there, backend. That's why I wrote post. If I write def instead of post here, then it should be also in post mapping. It should be def here. Getting right? That is a clarity. Okay. Okay. I wrote await, right? It should be async also. Asynchronous operation. Yes. YNC. Okay. Okay. And I want to call again fetch one. Internally load, not fetch, get one, get data. Get data. Internally after adding it, it should be displayed. Okay. That's why only internal update will happen. And first I'm refreshing it. I'm just checking it. Chandu I'm doing ch Chandu 90 I'm doing, 98 and 99 I'm doing. Okay. Add I'm doing. What is happening? Post bad request. Request for status 404 in promise. You see what that error is. So when I click on add, okay, so why that error gave means, so we are not passing anything here, right? I took name here, marks here, these variables I took, right? What this name is doing in front end? In front end I am passing Chandu and 99. Chandu is name, 99 is marks, right? That name and marks we have to pass it as parameters here, where it is post, comma we have to give, and flower basis we have to give name, comma, marks. Now it will come, okay. So that JSON data will go from here to it will go post, it will check, okay, here it is post is there, it will check, okay, in this code where is post, here it is get is there, this is not the one I want, post slash post, oh, slash post, here it is there, okay, in this it will go and it will call internally this internal function, and it will go to service implementation, and again where is this function insert row, it will check, okay, insert row where is there, it will check, and okay, it will save that into database, it will save that database, and we are able to see the output now. How it will happen is we will see, okay. I am giving Chandu 98, add, got it, right? That's it. Now whatever, once verified is added in database like that, it is added 98 Chandu, correct? So why this is importance of, again once again I am saying this one, I am removing this one, in post I am removing this one, get data I am not calling it, that means getting I am not calling it. If you insert, what happens, you see, refreshing it, I am giving Sai here, Sai, tab I press, 96 I press enter. So nothing is happening, it is not showing because internal update is not happening. That means internal rendering is not happening. It should, internal update means without loading this entire page, internal update doesn't happen. Function component, another component name is there, it is not called. What is that component? Function, internal function is not there, it is not called. What is that function? Get data is not called. If get data is called, then again it will display, updated it will display, okay. Now if I want to see without writing that, I am trying to reload this web page. So 3 rows will be there. 3 rows will be there, correct. But React means component update, rendering should be there internally. Internally rendering should be there without refreshing the page. Okay. How that is possible? Again I have to call this function, get data. Control C, Control V, okay. Now if I add, I'm just refreshing for the default output, I am something 98. Now it got it, right? Previously it was not again. So I want to delete one, I'm able to delete it also, right? So get is completed. Get is means I am able to see database data in the UI, that is user interface, that is web page. Post is also completed, that is adding, I am able to add it like this. If I don't want also, I am able to delete it. Everything is happening in database only, backend, okay. 2 rows are there, check it, 2 rows are there now. See, 2 rows are there, okay. Chindu and GG, okay. That's it. But I want to be remove this one. After entering it, it should be empty. It should be empty now. How that is possible? That is possible by set name. See, any number of times you can use this set name. I am setting to empty. See, you know the set name, right? Set name, how it works. It is changing this. That's why only it is able to get it. We have seen so many examples, right? I am not saying hi here, okay. I am saying hi means what happens is, you see, this one I entered it, Okay, something I entered it, 97 I wrote, and add I wrote. The moment I press on add, hi is updated here in this one, where hi is updated in first input box. Okay, but I don't want to see that hi. I want empty. That's why I'm saying empty. Empty string I'm giving. Empty string will come. That's it. And set marks I have to do. Same thing for marks also. Set marks. After entering that marks, it should be empty. Set marks, which is also should be empty. Now see the look how it will come. I'm refreshing once. Giving some JJ 97 I will add. When I do add, JJ and 97 will be removed from input and it will be added. You see, because empty string have given, right? That's it. Delete also completed. Edit now. Edit is there. Edit. When moment I click on edit, this values is there, right? It should pop up here in this input box. How to do that? The edit is there, right? Edit. On click. Out right here. On click. Event. On click. What I have to write here? I will write handle edit. Okay. So this handle edit, I am sending one data itself. Okay. In fat arrow function, I am sending I itself. I am sending what I contains. I contains all things. Just now we seen I contains name, ID, and marks. It contains two rows. Two rows is there. How many rows is there? 3 rows is there. It contains I contains 3 rows here. It contains 3 rows here. Okay. Now I'm making that function here. Another way I'm writing. Okay, just function keyword like this also I can write. Function space. This is not fat arrow function. This is normal function. Okay. Now I'm giving that I here. Okay. I need to do what? Set name. Already we have seen so many times that set name of I dot name. That means whatever the name is there in while clicking that data will come. Set marks. Set marks of I dot marks. Okay, understood, right? What I am trying to say is, when I click on this button where it is in code, it is here. Okay, here it is, but it is saying it is sending what I entire data it is sending. When I say okay, when I try to update it, right, input it is empty. Here we saw, right? Set name means it is empty. In post we saw, right? If I write hi, it will write hi, it will come, right? Similarly, I am writing what? Set name of I dot name I am writing. Whatever the database name inside the data name is there, that name will be seen in the input. Here input. Okay. What is set marks dot I dot marks we wrote, right? That marks will be seen in the input. This one. How that is possible? That by writing value is equals to marks. If you don't write also, what happens? We'll see. Once I am reviewing this one I am reviewing. Second one, goes that just value is equals to marks only one I am reviewing. If you don't write the value here, what happens? We'll see. Only one name I wrote. Click on edit. Chandu came, but marks didn't came, right? 98 didn't came. So that is the importance of value here. Value is equals to name we wrote here. That's why it came. Value is equals to name, but value is equals to name. Marks I removed, right? Control Z if I do. Control S saved it. Okay. Now it will name and marks it will come. You see, just came, right? Internal update it happened. Okay. this error we ignore. Okay, just okay, I see, that's it, it came. But here whenever I click on edit, I want to get update here, not add here. Then only when I click on update only, see, if I press like this, another row will be inserted with 0. Understanding it? Like this if I do, okay, I didn't save it, that's why it came up. Okay, what happened here? Let me ask, yes. Otherwise. So what is happening here? When I click on edit, it is when I click on add, another row is inserted. I don't want this thing. I want to update this Chandu 0 itself. I'm deleting this one. So for this, post method is performing here. Post means add only, right? I want update here, not add. How to do that? Very simple. So here add is there, right? I am taking one for basis. I am taking one variable first. Okay, use state variable I am taking const. Okay, const edit id comma set edit id. Okay, is equals to use state of null I am giving. Null means nothing, empty is there. Null I am giving. Okay, now what does it mean? Null, who contains null? Edit id contains null. Okay, I'll write one way. What is that one is? If else, you know, right? If else. And ternary operator, you know, right? Ternary operator means like this only. Edit id. If it is null means I want one button. That button name is okay. That button name is update. Okay. Or else, that means without, if that is not null, that means id is there. ID value 1, 2, 3 or whatever the ID is there, that is there means you should add. I am pasting this 39 line, Ctrl X, after this colon. Okay, Ctrl V. So what is happening, you see? So when I click on edit, still it is not getting to it is getting the data, but still add is not getting as update. That means it is getting ID. See, what I am saying is it should get update here. Update is should get okay. For that, what we have to do? I want to check the value once. Okay. Console.log of tree.id. Where I am able to see that ID or not, just checking. Too well, I got it. Okay. So if it is null, what it is showing. If it is not null, what it is showing. That is we need to understand. Okay. If it is null means okay, we need to check once. In JavaScript, null returns true or false. In JS, null return null means true or false. I guess it is false. Okay. that's why it is saying, it is showing the add button. Anything other than string, it is false only in JavaScript, I guess. Yes, not yes, correctly. Yes. Let me check this. Null is always, null is neither true nor exactly false, rather it is falsy value. Okay, it is false only, it is a falsy value. Okay, if it is true means, if the id is there means it will show update. If it is null, if its id is not there, it will show add. That is the meaning here. So after this colon, whatever the button is there, it is showing, because it is null, it is false. Else it's like else situation. This colon is like else this one it came. If id it is there means it will be true, right? Update will be displayed. How to get that? I just need to do, instead of console log, I need to do, how to see, simple. So many times we have seen set, right? Set marks means who is updating? Marks is updating. Which variable is updating? Marks variable updating. Marks variable is updating. Set name means who is updating? Name is updating. Correct? We have seen so many examples, right? Syllabus also we have seen it. Now set id means who will update? Id will update. That's how it won't become null. Correct? You will see now. 12 you got, right? In console log we have seen 12, right? Here this one. I am saying set id. Set edit id. These are not marks. Set edit id. That means 12 is updated now. So it is holding 12 now. Whenever I click on that first button, 12 is there. If 12 is there means number means true. True means update button will show. If it is not pressing anything, it will be false, right? At that time null means add button it will show. That's it, simple. Okay, refreshing it once, it should show. Edit, when I press it, you got it update, right? Because I also do console log here, so you will see what that is. Log i.id. Okay. Previously i.id is null. Where it is null? Here. I will console dot log edit id. Okay, two console log I've kept. Okay, Control Z, Control S, save. Edit id, right? See, previous first edit id is null came, right? First two times null it will come, null. Oh, it is coming like that only. Why? So anyhow, this many times it came. Initially it is null. The moment I press on edit, another console log I kept, it. It is 12 it became. Okay, 12 it became. That's why update button is there here. If it is 12 means, that means if it is true, this edit id is true means update button will be shown. Okay, if it is null means add button will be shown. Understood, right? That's it. Simple, right? I want to delete this one. Delete. Okay. Verify how many rows is there. Details. Only one row it will be there. Okay. One row will be there. I am doing console log from here. You got the idea, right? That's it. And when I click on update, what it should do, it will update the value. Okay, so what I have to do now, on click is equals to it's a function name I have to write, handle update. Okay, handle update. Okay, copy this one, Control C. I'm going upwards, somewhere around I'm writing here. Okay, const Control V, pasting this one, is equals to opening braces, closing braces, arrow is equals to arrow, and again same thing, const, where is post and put will be same, but only difference is here I will get ID. Okay, in put it will be getting ID. Where is post I will just to copy, I want to copy that one. Where is post, yeah, here it is post, right? The same thing, after entering it should be empty, right? Same logic. After updating it should be empty, right? That's why setting to empty string here. Okay, now here post to put I am doing put. Okay, and it should be asynchronous as already said. I should write here asynchronous, ASYNC, asynchronous I should write. Okay, post, we have ID also, right? From where we got to know like this, here see what is backend is backend, where it is backend, here in controller you have to see. Okay, what is there, put slash ID is there, right? This one, put slash ID. Okay, that ID only we have to write it here. Which ID we are updating? Slash flower base dollar flower base open close flower base close edit ID, edit ID. That's it. But it should be in single quotes, not in double quotes. That is backticks we will say, not single quotes. Below escape it will be there. It should be in backticks. In keyboard below escape will be there. What it is saying? Control S, save it. Now anything modified should be. So where is post? Where is post? Right? Without this also we can write. This is unnecessary. We took const post variable, right? That is for get is required. Unnecessary we took this variable. This is not required. And here also where is that? Only for get it is required, because we are setting that thing. And post also we are unnecessary. We are not using that variable. I wrote similar syntax like get. That's why I took like that. Okay, I'm removing now. So here also name and marks should be passed, and like similar to post, name and marks is passed, and with ID we no need to pass it from here. That's it, right? Handle update. The moment I click on the button called edit, here ID gets set where this one here ID is got set. Okay, edit ID, that ID will store in where this one in input, this one. Based on that ID only it will update, and it will set to empty string in input box, and we will get the data. That's it. Now we will see the output. This one I'm just refreshing the page to see the output. I'm just editing, I am just getting. I want it to be Sai Sandu 98. I am giving 6898. The moment I click on update, now this Sai Chandu will go, 98 will go. How? Because we write set name of empty string, set marks of empty string, and we are calling that also internal update without refreshing enter page. By writing this one, get data, internal rendering will say, okay, rendering, update, it will come add here. Hey, what is happening? So 12 it came, right? 12 is correct only, 8080. Put it came. Okay, one more we have to pass it, that is ID, right? ID also required, right? ID we passed, right? So why it is giving this error, I too don't know. I need to solve this one. I'll copy entire URL this one. I'll go to Postman now. Okay, Control C. I'll go to Postman. Marks is giving alright, everything is alright only. Why it is giving error? Okay, I'm opening Postman. We'll check it, is there any backend code is the problem or front end code. I'll get to know by Postman. Okay, let it open. Okay, I have opened Postman. I should go here, that URL, Control R, still loading. Okay, let it load. Okay, I should go to body, post, okay, post, paste the URL over here, /12, localhost coding, that's not good, control 12 and 1, okay. I'm changing name to Sai Chandu and 96. Okay, Sai Chandu 96. So what is the data was there? GG 96 is there. I will say 97. Okay, 97 I am saying. I click on send it. It's back in something problem like that. Let me remove this breakpoints, okay. Control Z if I do. Okay, I can keep star also here, nothing happens. Star means front-end URL, anything it might be, it can accept, okay. Let me remove this one, this point. Let me remove this breakpoint. Let me remove this breakpoint also. And remove breakpoints in this also. Service implementation. It's not responding. Okay. Yesterday it came, why it's not came to me, I don't know. I'm just checking. Okay, let's save it. But everything correct on Postman I have to open. 12 ID, right? Sending it. Giving error, why? I need have to copy all this entire thing. Whether get is coming or not, we will check that also. Get is coming because I am able to see in browser, right? Okay, I am seeing from Postman also. Okay, also just get slash get. Okay, sending it. I should see only one row, that is 12, related one, 12. Okay, but when I click on post slash post slash 12, choose of post, update these values, click on it, is giving error. So it is not front end problem, it is back end problem. Not found, it seems. What not found there? Just checking. See, I kept star here, right? Even though it is coming, right? Star you can do directly, or you can do URL also. Put, right? Put, okay. It means this one. Request body. Okay, ID. Yeah, update. ID. Okay. Go to update. Okay. I provide find by ID. This one. Setting this one. This one. So how to solve that error? I'll paste that in ChatGPT what it says also. Control R, Control C. Here I will paste it. Control V. Okay, then let us show what it is saying. That is actually very informative. Once you know this, do this. 404, no static data, which obviously doesn't exist. Static post tab. Why static can? Control repair matching. Okay, so it assume you are trying to access static file like static this one. Real cause 99% cases. It means Spring Boot backend. Either no control exists, mapping is wrong, and method doesn't exist. At last, what it is saying? Using it is saying guesswork. Okay, it is saying you may miss. Okay, it is not saying exact error. What is that? Put only is that. Put slash ID. What did I put now? Sorry. Blunder mistake I did here. This only. I wrote put here. Here it is should be put. Okay, not post. Put. Now it will come. Not there. While Postman is also perfect only. What I am doing here, I also wrote put here. So I copy pasted. I guess I copy pasted this one from post. So that's why it is post only. I didn't change to put. Okay. I copy pasted, right? Syntax similar like that. It will be there like that. I said and I copy pasted. That's why it is post only. It should be put. Okay. Now it will come. You see here. Refreshing this. The moment you click on edit, I'm just checking whether it is paused or in recording still. If I say paused and pause mode, it knows. Okay, it's recording now. Okay, I'm clicking on edit. You know how this update came, all these things, I'm making this Sai Chandu and 99 I'm giving, and when I click on update, it will empty the input box. Why? I wrote set name as empty string, set marks as empty string, and I'm calling this again. Without this, what happens? Empty page will come. With this, what happens? I will show this one. I will remove this one. Control S. Okay. Click on edit. Okay, like this. It became red. Side. Chandu. 98 and update. It got empty, but it's not showing it is updated. The moment I refresh it, it is showing. But React means not refreshing, right? Internal update should happen. That is internal rendering should happen. Rendering should happen. That is possible again by I use effect whatever we wrote, that function name I have to write here. Okay. Control Z. Okay. Control S, save. Okay. Now I'm making this one to Chandu to Sai. I'm making Sai DSC. I'm making DSC D Sai Chandu. Okay. 95. I'm making updating. That's it. Got updated. Delete also is happening. But why it is shown like this? Control save. Where is post? Delete is perfectly working fine. Just here it is post, right? See, when I add something and add some numbers. Okay, it is showing us. Now update this one and update this one something and 77. Update. It is not showing add now. It should show add. Update is completed, right? Now it should show add. Why it is not showing? You'll see that. In update, right? In update. We need to go to update where that put is there, put. After this one, I need to say set edit ID is null. If null means else statement will execute, right? Else statement not. Else means this one only. This one. Else means this. Add should display. Add button should be displayed. Okay. This one should be displayed. If the ID is there means update will be displayed. Now check the output. Refreshing it. Okay. Changing the data. Okay. To D side channel DC and 95 MB update. Now you got add rate. That's it in this video. We have seen backend how to connect by cross origin equal to star we can keep, or directly the front end URL we can keep it. Okay, yesterday we have seen this code, right? Okay, and that's it from my side. So UI part you take care of CSS. Okay, that is you take care of it. So full project we have completed. What project we have completed? CRUD application from front end. Okay, I guess you will be becoming champion like that. If you cover whatever I said, if you listen everything, you become master of this within these 2 videos. That much way I said that. Okay, you will be mastering like anything. Okay, that's it in this video, and this is about front end. This is React. Postman we have seen yesterday. We have seen Postman in previous video, and backend we have seen, that is Spring Boot, and AI, right? AI also I said in reading, right? And AI how to solve errors also. I have seen you. Okay, I have shown you, and how to get the data also shown you. Yesterday's code, once we'll check it. Spring Boot CRUD, right? That code only. Yesterday we said, right? We will discuss that only. We discussed deeply, but some syntaxes it will be different. Okay. We'll see yesterday's code. What it gives. React. Yeah, this one it give, right? Will it give dot 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 or the same code, right? Just second, where it gave edit one, click on edit. It only gave save it give, add it give, delete it give, edit it didn't give. Okay, edit it didn't give. Okay, we have to ask that. Okay, I also want edit, and so here update it came, right? Like that. You have to ask again all operations I want, like create, read, update, delete means it will give. If it is not showing the code, if only showing the snippet of code, you say send me full front end code, like that. That's it. Send me full front end code means so I'll show you where you have to type it. Yesterday only I showed that one. Okay, that's it in this video, and we have successfully completed the Spring Boot with React, Postman and AI. Correct? AI means ChatGPT. Okay, that's it in this video. Thank you for listening. Take care. Bye bye.